Depuis... Parce que ça fait très longtemps, c'est ici. Mais moi, avant que je parte en voyage, je l'avais pas vu ça. T'es sûr que c'est pas toi t'as pris? T'as pris la bouteille? Parce que quand je suis parti en voyage, en mois de juillet, là, il n'y avait pas ça. Je crois que c'est à toi. Parce que mon frère, il va pas toucher, il boit même pas au minéral. C'est toi et moi qu'on boit au minéral ici.
Allô? Oui. Oui. Oh, dis-moi, le bruit là, ça va là? Non, ça fait quand même beaucoup de semaines. Ok, bon. Demain tu travailles, non? Tu m'as dit que tu travailles demain? Ouais, mais demain je commence à 17h. Bon, ok. Dès que j'arrive le matin, je t'appelle, ok? Ok, ça va. Ouais.
Ou au pire, on va les vider. Parce que ça fait longtemps, c'est là. Moi, normalement, je cale mes bouteilles ici tout le temps. Je cale ici mes bouteilles. Je cale jamais mes bouteilles là-bas. Ok.
Shoot. Box out. Give me that.
Get up, boy. Oh, shoot.
Oh, my. Can I just see that?
Yeah.
Man, it's like night and day from 21, so I'm really excited to be able to play with my friend.
This feels like a totally different game from what Next Gen was in 2K21.
Got him. Come on, man.
Graphics-wise, but I feel like they still found a way to somehow like make the game look even better.
22 will be a great game, and I think the game will take more skill this year.
Look at the dive. Oh, yeah.
Night and day from NBA 2K21, in my opinion. I just like the speed and pace of the game. So for me, that means funner.
I definitely think, there's a lot of things that they have coming that the community's going to love. I think it's going to blow their mind.
Let's go, baby.
The starting lineup for the visiting Orlando Magic. At forward, Franz Wagner. At point guard, Jalen Suggs. At forward, Jonathan Isaac. At guard, Terrence Ross. At center, Wendell Carter Jr. The head coach of the visiting team is Jamal Mosley. Let's meet the 25 for your San Antonio Spurs. Second one center, number 25, Jakob Pertl. Six-four guard, number 4, Derek White. 6'8", at forward, number 30, Thaddeus Young. 6'5" forward, number 3, Calvin Johnson. At guard, 6'4", number 5, DeJounte Murray. Once again, the starters for your San Antonio Spurs.
And we've been waiting for this day for a long time. It's opening day in the NBA. Thanks, everyone, for joining us here in the start of a new season. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from D.A. along the sideline all game long. Hey, Dave.
Good evening, Kevin. Well, the Spurs are always competitive. So what kind of people fit their culture? Greg Popovich says we're looking for character, people that have gotten over themselves. A sense of humor is huge.
Yeah, it always has. You and I know that personally. Thank you very much. Now the starting group for Orlando. Isaac and Carter are manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Spurs. And for the...
Into the Magic.
Greg, what are they feeling here on opening night?
I mean, motivated. You think about that kind of thing all summer, and the chance for retribution starts now.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
There's 47 seconds left in the first quarter. Eubanks the pass to Walker. 6 to shoot. And here's Forbes from the arc. Orlando grabs the miss.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Lopez kicks to A.Hamed. Pass to Okiki. Down low. Here's A.Hamed. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And it's all knotted up.
I really like the awareness from Fultz. That has an ability to know when one of his guys is wide open.
And it's Walker penetrating. And just miss after miss right now. And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied up. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in
Non,
just
j'allais
a
marquer,
moment.
les secondes elles sont passées avec mon joueur. Putain, parce que là ils sont en train de nous mener là.
Well, Thaddeus
Là,
Young in his
avant la
15th
seconde
season
qui
in the
termine,
league,
j'allais pouvoir marquer, mais
he's
ça,
remained a key piece,
les secondes elles
and
sont
he breaks
passées.
down what he brings to the table.
Parce que le basket en fait il y a des secondes. Si tu as dépassé secondes, il y a un compteur sur le panneau là. Ouais. Le basket c'est ça. Il y a un compteur sur le panneau, ça te met 30, ça met 5 minutes. Et quand il te reste 30 secondes, ça commence à faire plein. Il faut qu'avant que les zéros ils viennent, il faut que tu marques, sinon ça va pousser ton...
Points, rebounds, assists, steals, blocks, you name it. Thaddeus Young, like he said, can do a little bit of everything.
And it's been a pretty even game here after one quarter of play. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for Orlando?
Their aggressiveness on D has been the most glaring aspect of this game so far. They have the heat turned all the way up in this first half.
And the other thing they've done well is they've run the shooters off their sweet spots. They've really closed out well and forced them to put the basketball on the floor.
On the court for Orlando, Markelle Fultz out there with A.Hamed. Then there's Robin Lopez. And there's Mohamed Bamba. And it's Okiki in at the small forward. Lopez passes to Okiki. Back to Lopez. To the right side. A nice shot by Okiki. Okiki's got the lead up to 3 now for Orlando.
Great look there from Robin Lopez. Rare to see a big man with that kind of playmaking ability.
Pass to McDermott. And Bamba pulls it down.
Out of character for him to miss that shot. Maybe just a little too casual there.
Okiki, no good. The Spurs have gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Here's Vassell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chuma Okiki. That's his first foul. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for the Magic. Isaac's checked in. Outside, Walker. Just 5 on the clock. And it's sent back by Isaac.
And that long wingspan of Isaac aids him there in turning away shots, but it's also the timing he displays when he attacks the shooter.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
This is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there.
That concludes the first half. Magic lead by 6. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Through this one, plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Terrence Ross. Magic checked in for Doug McDermott. The Magic also changing it up. Okiki comes in for Wagner. And AI is subbed in for Ross. Wide open look here for Murray. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
And with those points, he puts an end to that 10-0 run by Orlando.
And in the past, Murray's coaches have said he wants to be pro.
He's a tough kid who's overcome a ton. Takes nothing for granted, wants to earn his keep. He understands what a privilege it is to play in this league.
The guard pair, Murray and White. Young is out there with Poeltl, and it's Johnson in at the 3 spot. That's the San Antonio 5. 4 on the clock. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Up it goes, and the Magic lead is cut down to just 10 points on the bucket from Young.
Backed by great length, I call Young a reliable interior scoring option.
And stolen by Murray, and the Spurs pushing it up now. Here's White, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. White's got 10 points in the game.
Spacing and ball movement. We hear coaches talk about those 2 elements all the time.
Passes to Okiki. The Magic again can't hit.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Johnson kicks to Murray. And it's sent back by Carter.
Nice anticipation from Wendell Carter. He keeps himself in position to make defensive plays.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. It's ironic that while the league took refuge in Orlando to complete the 2020 season, the Magic has had no reprieve from the rash of injuries that affected its top young players the last few years. This team is well coached and plays hard. Hopefully their fortunes will change when it comes to health. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Eubanks comes in for Jakob Poeltl. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Derek White. And Isaac throws it down.
Yeah, Isaac, he just makes dunking look easy. Yeah, has an incredible reach and quickly gets up off the floor to throw that one down.
Murray surveying the D. Young inside. Can't hit from 12. Orlando leading by 13. A.I. passes to Lopez. Murray against Fultz. Now the pass to Lopez. Shot clock at 6. And he uses the glass on the lane. Lopez has got his second bucket.
And defensively, these guys are looking for answers since halftime. They've seen disjointed and out of sync. They have got to get back that rhythm defensively.
Murray with it. He's picked up by Lopez. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. And a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Robin. In for the Magic.
30 seconds left in the fourth. Bamba passes to A.I. Lopez inside. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. It's good from long range.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Not messing around at all. They were focused, relentless, and they got the job done.
Forbes can't get it to go. And here is Carter Williams. And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And that'll do it for the first game of the NBA season. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. See you next time.
Hi there, Frank Valentine here. Hey, it looked like you were out of your depth tonight. Now, does this validate the concerns about you on draft night?
How you doing, Frank? Are you serious with that question? I mean, it was one game. Everybody has an off night, and that just goes to show that even before I got here, a lot of folks made up their mind about me just because I had a YouTube channel. But you know what? That's fine. You're going to get plenty of opportunities to see me play, and they won't like that at all.
But what if they do?
They won't.
Yeah, but so how do you know? How do you make sure?
I'm going to play better than I did next game, Frank. You'll see.
Well, I sure hope so, at least for your sake.
Okay, listen, so the reason I asked you to stop by today,
mad.
I need you to watch this video.
Am I in trouble?
It's complicated.
How complicated?
Everything's under control, but I want you to watch this, and then we'll talk about it.
I have one issue that I need to address like the numbers on the house, and that issue is MP. Let's talk about MP. I'm hearing his coach isn't a fan. Thinks he's more into fame than actually hooping. And I gotta say, I agree wholeheartedly. You ever hear of an NBA player with a YouTube channel? Michael Jordan didn't have no YouTube channel. LeBron James don't have no YouTube channel. Let's get serious here, people. I'll be shocked if MP starts a game this year. This coach isn't starstruck. He's going to make MP earn every single minute, as it should be. But hey, maybe I'm wrong. All eyes are on MP now. Is he going to fold under the pressure? If I'm Harvey Lesser, the GM who overruled his coach, I'm up at night sweating all over this. Good luck, Mr. Lesser. You and MP are going to need it.
This airs tonight. I've got a friend at Top Takes Daily sent it over as a favor.
So you telling me Coach don't want me here?
You weren't his first choice, but that's not necessarily a big deal.
Oh, and you're sure about that?
Front offices have varying opinions on prospects all the time. What's important is how you react to it.
Okay, so how do you want me to react, Kristen?
Well, that all depends on what you want and what you're willing to do to get it.
What do you mean?
So you can either wait and see or speed the process up. But everything has drawbacks and benefits. It's not a simple calculation.
Okay. So we wait and see, right? I put in that work. I stay ready. I show out when I get an opportunity.
Yeah, you could absolutely do that.
Play nice. Build that vibe. Corporate. I'm a company man.
Just know that Coach is in no rush to find out if he was wrong. So if you go this route, it might be a while before you see the minutes you and I both know you deserve, and that can affect the league's perception of you.
And that can affect the market's perception, and then eventually the bottom line.
This could all go to plan, MP, but those are the risks. So how do you want to play it?
You don't have a preference?
I'm here to provide you the menu, the pros and cons. In the end, it's up to you, because you have to own it and live with the consequences.
Okay, word.
But I need to have an answer before you leave this room, because if we're going to shape the narrative, we need to get out ahead of this now.
Kristen, it's not worth the trouble right now. I'm gonna just keep my head down, put in that work, and I'm gonna show everybody what I'm capable of on the court, and that's gonna force them to have to play me. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it old school.
Yeah, it suits you.
Okay, so we hunker down, now what?
Just be yourself. And if anyone asks if you've got an issue with Coach, be honest. Just say you don't want anything handed to you, and you've always believed in working to earn your keep. Fans will love it.
Okay, for real, thank you so much for helping me work through this. I really appreciate it, Kristen.
Hey, man, that's what I'm here for. If you need anything else, you know where to find me.
I'll see you soon.
All right.
Take care, Kristen.
Yeah, I'll see you soon.
In other news, you'll notice we've enriched that home court experience with the voices of your team's in-arena PA announcers.
About to go down.
In My Team, enjoy a massive feature upgrade across the board this year. We have huge tournament news. We'll dive into all the My Team details later in the show, so stick around. And whichever platform you're joining us from, NBA 2K22 has plenty.
A look at Lake Eola in the shadow of downtown Orlando. A breathtaking sunset in Central Florida. Welcome to 2K Sports, everyone. We have some exciting NBA action coming up with our analysts, Brent Barry and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Hey, Allie.
Hey, Brian. You could say the alley-oop is perhaps the game's most exciting play.
Oh, yeah. He's had some good ones, Allie. Thanks. And now the opening lineup for New York. Barrett plays the small forward with Randall in at the 4. Evan Fournier is out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Robinson in at the center position. And for the Magic, Isaac and Carter up front. Suggs is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Wagner in at the 3. And every year, Grant, the officials seem to emphasize a different rule. You think it takes long for players to adjust?
You know, BA, it depends on the rule.
Change here for Orlando. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Noel, he's checked in for Robinson. Burks comes in for Barrett. Quickly is checked in for Fournier. And Rose is subbed in for Walker. And that one's good. Quickly.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Rose against Anthony. Pass to AI. And here is Bamba. Randall with a steal. Quickly, right side. All alone. And Rose, the bucket on the assist by Quickly. Rose has got 7 points in the game.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Here's AI. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Quickly outside. Pass to Randall. Rose left side. From downtown. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's New York, ending the quarter up 10. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. More in. And the Knicks, such a feel-good story. You got to give Coach Tom Thibodeau a lot of credit.
He has us all bought in. You can't really ask for more than that. A coach who's going to lead us and have everybody buy in, and we're seeing the results. We're seeing the fruits of it.
Grant, they certainly are.
And the New York faithful delighted to witness meaningful games once again.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Knicks?
Guys, it's been great hustle defense throughout 2 quarters of play, contesting everything and racking up the block shots as well.
They've also racked up a ton of points off of turnovers so far in tonight's game.
We've got Mo Bamba. He's out there with Chuma Okeke. Cole Anthony out there with Robin Lopez. And it's AI in at the shooting guard. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And it's Randall with the jam.
Oh, that's nuts. Randall getting up there, turning a little bit, putting on a bit of a show here.
And that was our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, bringing you the sauce. One thing about Derrick Rose that's never changed over the years, Graham, is his ability to come through in the clutch. When a big basket is needed, he's the guy you want on the court.
Well, how many times have we seen it? End of game situation, Rose in an isolation set. And even against a double team, he finds a way to shake free and get the bucket. As dependable as it gets when the pressure's on.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Well, Jonathan Isaac making his return from that knee injury he suffered in the bubble. Through the grueling rehab, he kept hope, kept the faith, and kept working to come back strong. He said it revealed another level of grit and grind inside of him. And guys, he's determined to come back better than ever.
Thanks, Allie.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
No good on the free throw. The NBA has a major presence in Africa now. You were a big part of making that happen, Graham.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting. And to work with the NBA and strategic investors over on the continent in Africa, it's not just a great investment, but you're also doing the right thing, spreading the game, sharing the game, and giving people on the continent the joy that basketball brings to everyone.
And it's quickly with a miss. Here's Orlando, trailing by 10. AI, no good.
Just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
To the inside. And Noel hammers it down.
And this kind of balance is going to make a huge difference in R.J. Barrett's improvement in the league. When to score and when to be the assist maker.
Anthony against quickly. Pass to AI. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 4 rebounds now. New York has gone 6 of 14 from the perimeter tonight. Back to quickly. Into the lane. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Mo Bamba. Derrick Rose has been leading the charge for the Knicks. Hunting for opportunities, leading to 9 points in the quarter. We'll be right back. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. Boy, you look at Derrick Rose. What a contribution.
Yeah, he played such a smart first half.
Next substitution.
The Magic have gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Pass to AI. To the paint. Here's Bamba. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair.
That's his second personal foul.
And he makes the first.
At the line for Orlando,
and so he hits both. Here's Walker. He has 7. It's hauled in by the Magic. Down low. Here's Wagner. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. Wagner's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Lopez, he's checked in for Orlando. Quickly is checked in for New York.
Checking in for the Knicks.
Outside Burks. Pass to Randall. Outside Barrett. Burks goes in. Oh, it's blocked by Bamba. Okiki down low. Guarded by Barrett. Here's A.I. Back to Okiki. 3-pointer. Fires hitting the triple. Okiki's got 5 now.
That's the kind of passing you want there. Work the ball around, keep it moving, try to get an assist on every bucket.
Tough break for the defense. I mean, he took the hit, but he didn't get the call.
And the Magic making a change here. Fultz is checked in. And the Knicks making a change here as well. Rose is checked in for Burks. Randall, the pass to Barrett. Quickly up top, covered by Lopez. And he jams it home with authority.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
For a good call, you have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
Outside Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Randall. Fultz can't get it to go. New York has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. And Randall the bucket on the assist from Rose. And it's a 10-point New York lead.
Randall is looking like tonight he's capable of taking on the whole offensive load.
Pass to A.I. To the middle. Here's Lopez. Robinson with the block. Quickly against Fultz. Quickly outside. Now Rose. There's the block. Here's Okiki, guarded by Barrett. Rose against Fultz. Back to Okiki. Pass to A.I. Inside. Outside for Fultz. Over Rose. And another miss by Orlando. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. It's the Knicks up 10. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling here on 2K Sports. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
The coaches talk about it all the time.
Substitution.
11 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Randall. And so this one belongs to the Knicks. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them. They had to dig deep to come out on top.
Yeah, you know, some teams might buckle under the pressure towards the end. The crowd was so amped up, such a hostile environment. But they stood tall and got the win.
And that about wraps it up. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
2K crews on Current Gen were hopping aboard the Concha Del Mar for new scenery, competition, and challenges. But this is no ordinary cruise ship, as Concha Del Mar will be making new stops for each season. Your journey will start in the Caribbean, but after that, it's a mystery. From the luxurious lobby to the open-air basketball.
And a view of the skyscrapers of Midtown Manhattan from high above the East River here in New York City. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. DA, it's all yours.
Thank you very much.
Just like his dad right next to me. David, thank you very much. Now the starting group for Orlando. Isaac and Carter are manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with Suggs. And it's Wagner in at the 3 spot. And for the Knicks, in the forward positions, Barrett and Randall. And advantage of their game.
No doubt. The work doesn't end when the season does. And if you're trying to improve your skills, or if you're trying to pack on good weight, that kind of stuff needs to get done during the offseason.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Noel's checked in for Robinson. Gibson comes in for Julius Randle. Alec Burks checked in for Quickly. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Walker.
You know, the first overall pick of the 2017 draft, Markelle Fultz, really struggled with Philadelphia. He only played 33 games over his first 2 seasons in the city of brotherly love.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And he's got his first free throw of the game.
And I know he was pleased with his foul shooting last year. How about 87% from the line?
Guys, I thought he got into a groove last year at the charity stripe, and I thought he maintained it deep into the season as well, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Fultz kicks to A.Hamed. The rebound by Gibson.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
A good game so far as we conclude the first quarter. Well, arguably the premier sleeper pick of the 22. And that shot certainly comes in handy for one of the league's smaller guards.
And some call it the giant killer. That floater game is a thing of beauty.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Orlando.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
Yeah, they're showing some muscle also in the first half as well, and getting a lot of their points in the paint. Really like the balance they've shown.
They've got Nerlens Noel. Derrick Rose is out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Barrett, and it's Gibson in at the center, locking down the middle. They're the group New York will start the second one. Lopez passes to Fultz. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From past the arc. The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Barrett. Good. Nice job down low. Barrett's got the lead up to 3 now for the Knicks.
With defenses usually playing him to drive, Barrett's developed a nice little floater for when he can't get to the rim.
Fultz looking around. Orlando needs to get off a shot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Nice work to get it inside and draw contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
The Knicks making a switch here. Randall's checked in. Barrett with the ball. Working on A.Hamed. Rose gets a wide open look. Connects from three-point range. Rose has got 7.
You know what? You can see the confidence Rose has in being able to just catch and shoot it and get it up quickly.
Fultz the pass to Okiki. Back to Fultz. AI right side. It's blocked.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, if they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
And he's trying to shoot his way out of it. You know, they have the lead, but honestly, I think it might help if you be a little bit more selective tonight.
Looking at the last game for Orlando, it was a loss to the Knicks.
Working on consistency with that jumper. You can see Barrett has improved his shooting mechanics. Much more repeatable motion now.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. You can see Barrett looks a lot more comfortable now from every spot, Greg, on the floor.
From 3 to mid-range to free throw line.
So it's New York with for New York. Gibson comes in for Robinson. And Derrick Rose is subbed in for Walker. Orlando making some changes. And so in the game for the Magic, they've got AI. Robin Lopez out there with Mohamed Bamba. And there's Fultz. And it's Okiki in at the 3. Here's AI. The Knicks pull it in. Barrett for 3. No good that time. The Magic go the other way with it. AI kicks to Fultz. From down in the low post, it goes.
You know, Fultz handles contact really well for a young player. Excellent at staying under control and then finishing through the contact.
Noel's checked in for the Knicks. Brooks comes in for Quickly. Rose passes to Gibson. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. After a whistle, we often see players demanding their coach challenge the call. Greg, were there plays you wish you could have challenged in your career?
Oh, my goodness, absolutely. But the game was just so different back then, and we had other ways of resolving issues and letting the refs know when we maybe didn't appreciate a call.
Taj Gibson provides what I think is really valuable wisdom and experience to his.
In for the match, going with almost an entire new group here. Robinson's checked in for Gibson. Julius Randle comes in for Noel. Manuel Quickly, he's checked in for Alec Burks. And it's Kemba Walker in for Derrick Rose. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Randle and Robinson make up the inside pair. Emmanuel Quickly out there with Kemba Walker. And it's Barrett at the 3 slot. Over in the corner, Randle. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Randle's got 6 in the quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second.
I have no problem with that. As a matter of fact, I hate to see teams get conservative with the lead. As long as they're good shots, take them, and as long as they're falling, continue to take them.
And Walker kicks to Barrett. Back to Walker. Rebound by the Magic. Suggs has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Ross. They get it back. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
That's his 3rd.
Julius Randle picks one up.
And, you know, Isaac is not afraid of a little contact. When he's shooting, he looks for contact. You know, looking back at Jonathan Isaac's 3rd year in the league, I mean, the forward made huge strides with the Magic in 19 and 20. I mean, he set career highs in just about every category.
And Clark for Isaac, just when he had put everything together. Disaster struck in the 2020 bubble.
Kevin, that was heart-wrenching to see that happen to Jonathan Isaac. Tore his ACL in August of 2020. A terrible injury for a young man who was really starting to grow into his role. But the good news now is he's back out there tonight, and it's great to see him on the court.
New York leading by 9. The pass to Walker. To the middle. Here's Randall. Lays it up off the glass.
You know, guys, every year Randall seems to improve as a scorer. You know, he's looking more and more confident, more comfortable out there scoring the ball.
Ross in the corner. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint.
Magic substitution. At the line for the Knicks, Kemba Walker. At the line, 1 shot.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
And it's Carter Williams with the ball for the Orlando Magic. Here's A.I. And a miss there on the triple. And there's the foul. It'll go on A.I.
Number 77.
So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile 1 block.
And this is how you protect and grow a lead, by making a huge effort on that end of the floor.
Tell you what, Walker is an exceptional scorer. I mean, a clever guard who wreaks havoc with his quickness and ball skills.
Kemba Walker hits them both. Carter Williams with it. Here's A.I. So no problem for New York as they get the win. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity. And this is what they came out to do.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David.
On Deck A, you can customize your My Court or face top competition in the Pro-Am. On Deck 4, you'll find the My Team Theater, new home to the My Team mode. Card collectors, online competitors, or casual players, there's something for everyone in this year's My Team. We'll take a full theater tour later in the show. Heading to Deck 14.
Hello and welcome. We're ready to get the week off. Allie, it's all.
Thanks, BA.
Yeah, Allie, team's definitely motivated to stay in the top 6. Good stuff there. Thank you. And the starting lineup for the Magic. Isaac and Carter up front. Suggs is out there with Terrence Ross. And it's Okiki in a...
In for the Magic.
Here's Fultz. Boy, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. A.I. no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Robinson. That one a little long.
That's how you want to see them crash the glass. They've been out-hustled so far.
The ball's knocked loose. Butler with a steal. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clock. That one goes in. Tucker's got 5 points.
And I'm just impressed with their effort here early. They've hit the offensive glass so hard.
Fultz against Robinson. Tipped away. Butler with a steal. Outside Robinson. Up top Hero. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. It doesn't go for him. Jimmy Butler getting it done for the Miami Heat. Moving the rock and looking for a shot. Well, the Miami Heat, not all lottery picks or blue chip prospects, but you ask all.
We got a team full of guys that can score, a team full of guys that can defend, can get everybody.
Grant, you never want to write them off.
And when your team is made up of overachievers, they've got plenty of experience proving doubters wrong.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've shown some real tenacity on the boards, and it's turned into a lot of second chance points.
Setting the floor for the Magic. Mo Bamba out there with Gary Harris. Then there's Markelle Fultz. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's AI in at the shooting guard position. And a new rookie class to watch here early in the season, Grant. How long should we wait to evaluate a rookie's play, you think?
Well, B.A., I think you have to give them a pass their whole first year. It just takes a minute to adjust and acclimate. And a lot depends on the age of the rookie as well.
AI, no good.
Well, you're trying to answer the three, but you forced up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, the Heat culture is all about work, and this roster is littered with overachievers. Jimmy Butler said, quote, the Miami Heat look for those diamonds in the rough. Players that are hungry, players that have some dog in them and play for one another. These guys do what it takes to be in the league for a while. Brian?
Boy, they compete, right, Allie? Thanks for that. Here's Robinson. Soft touch off the glass. Robinson's got 8 points.
Well, a tough first quarter for this guy. You'd like to see the shot go in. Nicely done.
And the Magic call time here.
There's just a lot of wide open lanes to the rim here. That'll drive your coach nuts.
Well, poor rotations, poor communication. There's a lot to figure out right now.
Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Isaac comes in for Bamba. And Okiki subbed in for Harris. Pass to AI. Second quarter of basketball. Just over a minute and a half played so far. Carter finds Fultz. And here's Isaac. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Carter. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Yeah, you're seeing Isaac mature as an offensive player. Finding your open teammate, such a critical skill. Boy, when you think about Jonathan Isaac, it is hard to understate what an effect his defense can have on a game. Opponents must take him into account when they're drawing up their offensive game plan.
Hero outside. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the tray. He's got 10.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a 3-point play. You know, as for Isaac's defense, it's not always about a sensational highlight reel block. Doris, he can have an impact in subtle ways.
Oh, my goodness, no question. With his length, with his hustle, with his energy, with his instincts, everything factors in. Boy, when he's playing disciplined defense down low, you can put, quote, a do not enter sign right in the paint.
Adebayo, that's good.
A tireless worker at both ends. Adebayo imposing his will that time on the offensive glass.
Pass to AI. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Heat. Butler's checked in. So as we conclude the first half, a fairly one-sided game. Heat out. With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very...
In for the Magic. Now at the line, Jimmy Butler. 1.
I mean, it is crazy to think how far Jimmy Butler has come. I mean, didn't see a lot of the floor in his first 2 seasons. Then soon after, he made 4 straight All-Star games.
At the forward slots, Butler and Tucker. Kyle Lowry out there with Victor Oladipo. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the group in the game for the Heat.
And that puts them just 1 foul from the bonus.
That's his first personal foul. Team foul number 4.
Here's Adebayo. He has 6. Pass to Oladipo. Takes the 3. The Heat rebound. Oh, great D that time from Isaac.
Well, you got to miss sometimes, but that one seemed like a gimme.
Here's Suggs. Shot from the wing. And the jumper is on the mark. Suggs has got 14 points for the game. And Butler in his career, Grant, he won Most Improved Player in 2015.
I mean, it's like he became a 20 points per game player overnight. You feel like Butler just needed a chance in the NBA. And I'll tell you what, he's made the most of everything he's had.
Here's Oladipo. Shots blocked. Here's A.I. He's guarded by Lowry. A.I. no good. Miami has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed.
Well, you can't buy a bucket. Shut out completely so far, and yet they're still ahead.
Well, the rumors were flying early on, Grant. Seems that this franchise has different views of how NP should be used.
Well, B.A., the source of the conflict comes from the front office and coaching staff. With all that going on, you wonder just how much it's impacting NP's playing time. He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Pass to Okiki. Now here's Carter. Counted by Adebayo. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Adebayo. Oladipo outside. Here's Miller. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in.
You can get a real sense that Victor Oladipo loves sharing the wealth. What a nice look.
Orlando calls timeout. And Grant, your dad played pro football. You think that players who grew up around pro sports have an advantage?
Yes, B.A. Obviously.
In for the Magic.
Well, super teams are still being built. Grant, what's the key to making it work with 3 or 4 guys who all need touches?
Well, it comes down to good communication between your leaders. Of course, you have to have a plan. You can't be out there winging it. And, of course, prioritizing wins over stats always works.
So Miami ends up going with a new group. Both shots good from the stripe.
Boy, guys, when you think about Mo Bamba setting the record at the NBA Draft Combine, a 7'10", eye-popping wingspan, and amongst his draft class, he had the longest standing reach. So we are talking about a big-time, long athlete here.
On the court for Orlando, they've got Michael Carter-Williams, Mo Bamba out there with Gary Harris, and it's McKinney in at the 4. And I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Oh, now that was a block. Some much-needed energy there to jumpstart them back into this game.
And here are the Heat now. 22 was their biggest lead.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Heat.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And what a huge performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
He had a surplus of energy tonight, providing defensive help all over the floor and making it seem like they had 6 guys out there instead of 5.
Shot clock at 5. Outside Teague. Over Bamba. And it's Teague missing. So it's Orlando now. Down by 15. Pass to Carter-Williams. Now here's Harris. to the left wing. Here's Carter Williams. Here's A.Hamed. From deep three-point range. So it's the Heat winning this one easily. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home, and I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Dorisburg, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching.
Hi, I'm Catherine Hanover. I handle PR for the team.
Okay.
How are you doing?
You know, I'm super excited.
Great.
I got these. Okay, well, it's nice to meet you. Look, I got these ideas.
I'm gonna stop you there. No time for chit chat.
Okay.
I am putting out infernos, burning embers, and a couple fires where I'm the only one who smells smoke.
Wow.
I'm literally in 3 meetings right now. I sleep in my office twice a week. My kids' birthday invitations are press releases, and I craft players' social media posts in my dreams.
Okay, so what do you need from me?
Don't interrupt, but that's a great question.
That wasn't a question.
Have you ever heard of the fable of the 4 oxen and a lion?
I'm afraid I haven't.
Well, I don't have the time to tell it, so I'll give you the gist. Actually, no time for that. Only have time for the moral. United we stand, divided we fall. Imagine that, but with oxen.
Inspiring.
You and Coach aren't getting along.
I mean, it's clear that I'm not his first choice. You know what I'm saying? And I can be a huge asset
I
to
don't
this
care if you and Coach are sitting by the campfire singing Kumbaya. What I care about is what the public feels about your relationship. So, I need you to do an interview with John Luck where you sit down and you explain that everything is copacetic.
Yeah, but
clearly.
That's not the truth, though.
Perception is reality. Nobody likes a boat rocker, especially me.
Okay.
Sit down with John Luck. Say what needs to be said so we can all move on. You go back to basketball and I'll go back to dreaming of someday being able to sit down for a meal instead of scarfing down a shawarma wrap in the elevator.
The shawarma wrap. You didn't find that funny. I got it. Okay, I got it.
You're welcome to stay, but I'll be ignoring you from here on out.
Okay, well, thank you. You're ignoring me, okay? You have a great day, Miss Hanover. She is a nut basket.
And at the top deck, deck 16, you can hop into full court 4v4 or 5v5 games. The views at the top are second to none. Throughout the cruise ship, you'll see on board staff members that offer a variety of challenges and quests for you. From Robin at Guest Services to the elusive cruise director, they each offer different unlockable events and opportunities to raise your rep. Can you make a name for yourself on the courts and around the ship? I sure hope so. So hop aboard and join the fun and see what your legacy will be on the 2K cruise.
I feel like everything that the community was giving them feedback on, I feel like they kind of took that and pretty much improved everything.
Dribbling has been a big thing, and this year I feel like there's a lot more that you can use and you can explode off of, which has been big.
With the way the dribbling is, I think the guards will return, especially since we have a decent bash count now.
I feel like defense was definitely something they put a lot of time and effort into, so I'm excited about that.
Defensively, you feel like you're allowed to get stops. You know, the first year we couldn't really get stops, which is this year it's completely different.
Oh, he read that.
The community, I love the new features, the alley-oop and the contact dunks, and I think it's great for the game. It's a new skill level.
This year, it feels like it's a little bit more toned down, and you actually have to time them with the new meter, which I think people will like.
Green bean.
I got to play with Kyrie and Steph, and oh man, some of the badges too that, you know, I'm not sure if I can say or not, but some of the badges too that I've seen is like crazy. Like it's some crazy stuff, man. I'm really excited. What's the one that Steph got? I think it's called Chef. That badge is...
There's so many different controls this year, so it's just going to be a fun time.
I feel like it's going to be an amazing year, especially after last year. You know, I feel like everyone's going to be surprised and they're going to love it.
If you're joining us over on Next Gen,
and a shot from a little earlier as the Hornets get off the team bus looking very focused. They want to leave town with something to show for their efforts. The skyline of Orlando seen here during a gorgeous sunset. Quite a backdrop for our broadcast tonight. Hello, and thanks for joining us, folks, for this midweek NBA action on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Orlando Magic in this one as they go up against the Charlotte Hornets. Kevin Harlan here alongside Greg Anthony and Chris Levin. D.A. David Aldridge is on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Kevin, thank you. Gordon Hayward is a versatile offensive player, but he said, for me, being aggressive is playing downhill. Usually, if I can get things going to the rim first, it opens up every other part of my game. And he's still able to collapse defenses, finish, and create for teammates. Guys?
David, he is the total package. And a look at the starters for the Hornets. Out on the wings for them, Rozier and Hayward. Miles Bridges is out there with Plumlee, and it's Ball in at the point guard position. And for the Magic, Isaac and Carter are manning the post position. Terrence Ross is out there with Suggs. And it's Okeke in at the small forward. And look at it where the league has gone. Chris, do you miss the physicality of years past?
I do. I do. I think there needs to be a balance to the game, but I also love the spacing and the fluidity of the game. And so, yeah, I don't miss all those bumps and bruises, but, yeah, I don't want this to become flag football.
And the Magic start out with the ball. Passes it to Ross. Inside. Unloads from 9. A nice shot by Okeke.
And the first of many. Coming out of the floor,
on the floor for Orlando. And it's the Hornets ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Smith the pass to McDaniels. Misses in close. That's game for the Charlotte Hornets. It was a loss to the Celtics.
Yeah, I mean, in that one, you really saw a difference in aggression between the two teams, particularly on the board.
Well, the rebounding numbers weren't even close. I mean, if that was a boxing match on the glass, they would have stopped that fight a long time ago.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Washington. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And it was the little things, too. I mean, getting to the line, finding ways to get his points any way possible.
Orlando with the ball. Following the bucket by the Hornets. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's A.I. Outside Anthony. Clock at 6. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. 11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 4. Lopez finds Anthony. Once again off the mark, Orlando.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
And so it's the Charlotte Hornets. 13 points up at the end of the period. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. We come back right after this. And the step back, a shot that's become a staple for the league's top scorers. Case in point, Gordon Hayward among that group, and he does it so well.
I really like the step back move. Being at 6'8", I feel like I can use a little bit of my quickness to get an advantage and then step back and tall enough to shoot over some guys. So that's one of my moves.
One of many moves, Greg, but that probably is his signature move now.
Moves and counter moves. Hayward has a lot in his bag to keep defenders off balance.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Hornets?
They deserve a lot of credit for the defense they've played in the paint here early. Contesting shots, blocking shots, just making life difficult on the opposing shooters in general.
Yeah, also, though, they've done a good job of pounding the offensive glass for second chance points.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Gary Harris, Robin Lopez out there with Mohamed Bamba. And it's Anthony, and it's A.I. in at the two-guard position. Now, here's A.I. Bamba inside. Trying to get open is Lopez. Bamba's shot is off. Pass to Bouknight. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Magic. Trailing by 13. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami.
Painful to watch, guys. You could see their frustrations mounting, unable to get into any kind of a rhythm whatsoever.
Sometimes you have games like that, but you just got to shrug it off and move on to the next one.
And it'll be Orlando with their first time out of the game right here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
They might be pressing a little, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
Orlando making some changes. Carter, he's checked in for Lopez. Isaac comes in for Bamba. And it's Ross in for Harris. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Ball's checked in for Ish Smith. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Good evening, Kevin. Now, the NBA does get high marks for its diversity, but there is some frustration on that front when you look at head coaches and front office positions. All-star Karl Anthony Towns said, men of color deserve a chance to lead a team, run an organization, and make their mark. Not just with a jersey on, but with a suit on. Guys?
Thank you, David. Now, Ball. After the missed three from A.I.
Vision is special for this kid. I mean, Ball toys with the defense, creates open opportunities for his teammates.
Anthony with it, now guarded by Ball. Anthony looking it over. Pass to A.Hamed. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Hornets leading by 17. You know, the one concern with LaMelo before the draft, Chris, how would he shoot the ball? But he's had no problems with that.
The form isn't the most technical. We can all see that. Results, they're there. Plain and simple. Already there.
So it's the Charlotte Hornets controlling the game and finishing the quarter with a 20-point lead. Defense. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
He's done it, man.
Checking in for the away team.
Bamba is checked in for Isaac. AI comes in for Okiki, and Anthony subbed in for Suggs. So an almost entirely new group in now for Charlotte. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Plumlee. Oubre comes in for Bridges. Hook Knight, he's checked in for Terry Rozier. And Smith subbed in for Ball. And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Hook Knight out there with Smith. Then there's Oubre, and it's Hayward, and it's Washington in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Hayward looking around. Here's Hook Knight. The three-pointer, no good. The Magic have gone 4 of 6 from the field since